Welcome to Jetersblessings. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. For our first DIY, we have some red paint from Hobby Lobby, some craft paper from Hobby Lobby, some wood ornaments from the Dollar Tree, along with this beware sign. I've already taken some craft paper and covered up that beware portion of the sign. So all I'm going to do is take this red paint and give a really good coat on the back of the beware sign. Now, while that's drying, I'm going to take out my ornaments and I'm going to actually trace out the designs on the craft paper. Now, as you see, I do have it placed backwards on here when I realized I had to go and flip the ornaments. But then I just used a glue stick and glued the craft paper onto the ornaments. So now I'm measuring this gingham ribbon that I plan to attach to the side of the signs, and I'm going to go ahead and hot glue all these little stockings onto the sign. Now I wanted to do something a little bit different. I didn't want to do Mary or anything, so fortunately enough, my last name is 5 letters, so I just put our last name on here, and now I am gluing some cotton balls to the top of the stockings to give it even a more 3D look and have a little extra special something other than just painting it. So here I'm going to take more of that gingham ribbon and I'm going to make just a simple bow. I actually made the second loop, which ends up being the tails, a little longer because I don't really have a lot of ideas of what my crafts are going to be like until I actually start, especially when it comes to florals, picks and stuff like that. So I do play around a lot with this one as far as how I wanted it, and so my ribbon tails were quite long as well. But I just glue that bow right to the middle of the sign, and then I will start playing with some of these Dollar Tree picks between the berries and the twigs and decide how I'm gonna put those on there. So I wasn't really feeling any of those, and I went and found some other picks that I had got. I have 2 of these picks I got from the Dollar Tree, and I just thought they were so cute, so I ended up just going with those for the sign. So here's the finished look. Now for the second DIY, that can is a larger can for the Similac formula for my grandbaby, and I spray painted it black. And then that black plate is just a plastic plate that I had got from the Dollar Tree. It was one of the marbled looking ones, and I took it and I spray painted it black as well. So then you'll see that I take some of the red buffalo check ribbon, then I will also wrap it around the can. And right now I'm taking this floral foam from the Dollar Tree and filling the can so I can make my floral arrangement. I do have some of the Dollar Tree garland there, and what I will be doing is taking several pieces and placing it around the bottom part where the can and the plate actually meet. So this is really supposed to be like a top hat with floral arrangement, but as you'll see later, I got carried away putting items in there, and it just doesn't look as much of a top hat as I wanted it to be, but at the same time I like the end result, so I didn't really want to remove anything. So if you decide to do something like this, I mean, obviously just put less items around, and so it'll still be able to hold that top hat look. Now I've got picks from the Dollar Tree and Walmart. The twigs and the berries were for the Dollar Tree, and the silver dollar picks that I just put in, that was from Walmart. And that little pick right there, I think it's so cute because it's got 3 different types of greenery on it, and I just absolutely love it. And it's only 98 cents at Walmart. So then I have these white poinsettias from the Dollar Tree that will be using. And I've just added some of those red, silver, beads. I got those from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago when it was the 75% off clearance. So I got a pretty good deal on those. I added a little present in there that where I actually, it was, as you see on the table, there's a box of those presents. It was a little one, and I shoved a dowel in it so I could use it as a pick. So here's where I start decorating, but as I said, you'll see where I probably added a little more than what I should have, especially with the height of the items that I added to the brim of what would be the hat. It kind of definitely does hide a lot of it, but you can most definitely change it to how you would like it to be. So a lot of the picks that I have added around the ornament, that I've added to the brim of the hat, I actually got those also from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, again with the 75% off. So for the third project, I bought this sled at the Dollar Tree, and it was actually only 50 cents because, as you can see, the top, it's missing the jute string. So I actually got it for 50 cents, and all I'm doing is taking this blue color apple barrel paint from Walmart, and I'm going to go ahead and paint over the entire sled. I did take a sanding block to it to remove off all the glitter. And here's my grandbaby again, helping his Lala doing crafts, my sweet angel. But so once I have everything painted, I take this paint pen, and you can actually still see where the snowflakes and the Let It Snow was on the top of that. And so I'm just taking the paint pen and I'm going over it with that. Now I thought I was recording, and lo and behold, I was wrong. So again, like I was saying, I just used the white paint pen to go over the top where it says Let It Snow. Then for the cowboys, those are just white letters that I had bought at the Dollar Tree. And then I went ahead and painted in that star. I traced a star from the Dollar Tree. It was one of these small tree toppers. I just traced that, and then I colored in the rest of the white lines to make that. Now I got this ribbon from the 99-cent only store, and it's a pretty big roll for $3.99. And I'm just gonna make this a really simple bow. So when I originally made it, I thought, I was gonna do a couple loops on each side, but I didn't really like it. But I didn't undo the bow, so I actually have it displayed as just a simple bow with 2 loops, but there's actually 4 loops. So if this is for my dear sister who has been helping me a lot with my grandbaby lately, and she loves the cowboys, so this is just appreciation for her. And so I wanted to hide some of the pipe cleaner, and so I put the jute, tied it with the jute string, and then I hot glued it onto the sled. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.